What a weekend for the UNA baseball team, taking 2 out of 3 against UAH and also winning a midweek contest. On this Line Vision update, we'll talk with Coach Keene about all of those wins. And, Coach, let's back up to the series against UAH. We take 2 out of 3. We split the doubleheader. Game 1, we actually won in 7 innings, 12-2. Let's talk about Peyton Sockwell for just a second. 2 home runs over the weekend, including a grand slam in that game-opening win.
Yeah, Peyton had a really good weekend, not only at the plate, but I thought he was really good defensively. He looked really comfortable, made all the plays that he's supposed to. But, obviously that grand slam was huge. It was in a game when you get the bases loaded, you got a chance to really open the game up. And it was really not a day where the ball was really carrying that well. So when he hit it, be honest, I thought, well, that's great. We got a 1 run and good sac fly, great at bat. And the guy just kept going back. And next thing you know, it went out of the ballpark. So to get that 7-2 lead at that time was huge. And then hopefully we thought, okay, let's just keep putting pressure on because we knew UH has a really good offense. But Tyler Joyner pitched well. But, yeah, Peyton had a great weekend.
Coach, Tyler Joyner in that game 1, he held UH to just 2 runs over 7 innings, a 7-inning complete game for him. And once again, he was back to his old ways.
Yeah, he really did. The first inning gave up the solo home run and another run, but his secondary pitches were really sharp, was locating a lot better. And I know that was one of the things I think Coach Hancock talked about, the pitchers kind of just getting back to what they did, not worry so much about the other team and more about themselves. And I thought it really worked well for him. And it was good to see him back on track and pitch well and get another complete game. And I was glad to see us have a chance to put a team away, and we were able to do that first game because it saves your bullpen, less innings, keep you a little bit fresher throughout the, which we knew was going to be a really challenging series. So that was one of the big things to keep our bullpen intact. And like I said, Joyner pitched extremely well.
We dropped the second game of the doubleheader on Saturday, the original 7-inning game, but we bounced back Sunday, Coach, a game that we had to rally in. But before we get to the rally, I want to talk about Devon Traeger and the job that he did on the mound, Coach. Another series-clinching game for him, and he went out there and put out another solid performance.
Yeah, it was as a whole, I thought our pitchers pitched, all 3 of them. Lane Wallace in game 2 pitched really well, and then obviously Devon Traeger comes out in a pivotal game, when we split again to come out and win, and he was just really pitching well, kept him off balance, mixing his pitches well. I thought he had a little live on his fastball. They really were going to have a tough beat on it, and then to go as far as he did was, again, we had our full bullpen intact, so we knew that we had it because of Lane Wallace pitching a complete game in game 2, and obviously Tyler Joyner, so we knew we had everybody available, and then he went 7 1/3 innings, so you obviously pitched extremely well too.
Game 3 was a game that UNA controlled throughout most of the afternoon, but unfortunately late in the ballgame, the Chargers did rally, Coach, and that set up a 9th inning with us trailing. Brant Holland steps up and hits a pinch hit, 3-run home run to walk off and give us the win. What a comeback, what a rally from your team, and what an at-bat from Brant Holland.
He really was because, be honest with you, we had that game under control throughout the entire game. It was 4-0, but we didn't execute to expand like we did the first game. And then, it was 4-2. Then we make a couple mistakes. So you could have think, well, the momentum completely shifted to UAH. But you got to give our guys credit to compete and come back. And, only that how we got on base took advantage of, Elliott strikes out, but we reach first base. But then Tucker and Hubbock have great at bats, and then kind of bring the stage where we bring Brant Holland, who's had some big hits for us. And, again, great job of him being prepared in the dugout, wanting that opportunity, looked for a specific pitch and a spot, and when he got it, he didn't miss it, and then obviously it was a very dramatic home run and a lot of excitement for everybody. So, it was a big win for us and just something that I was real proud of the way we came back and really proud of how Brant came off the bench and helped us win that game.
Let's touch on the midweek matchup Tuesday against Trevecca, Coach, a game that we win, a big region win for us, but most impressively, Shane Priest, Bradley Bailey, Channing Wall combined to throw a 9-inning, 1-hit shutout.
Yeah, we've had some our pitching midweek has not been the greatest, and Shane pitched better his last outing, and because of the way the weekend went, we had 2 fresh arms, which would be both Priest and Bailey, because they didn't had to throw that past weekend. But Shane had his secondary pitcher. His slider is really sharp, and when he has his slider over, he throws enough. He has enough on his fastball that it's keeping him off beat. But he pitched extremely well. Bailey did also, and then obviously finishing with Wall. So that's 4 games in a row that our pitchers threw well. And offensively, obviously, we were just, it was not a very offensive day by either team. I was a little disappointed in the way that we didn't really swing the bats well. But like I told them after the game, our ability to run the bases, our first and third offenses, put pressure on them, allowed us to win the game, and our pitching, our defense was really good. And that's the bottom line is we end up winning the game, which we needed to.
So here we are, Coach. The season's coming to a close. Just a handful of Gulf South Conference series left. And this weekend we travel to Mississippi College to take on a Choctaw team that might be one of the hottest teams in the nation. They've won 9 straight, including 12 of their last 13. And to top it all off, they're coming off of a big midweek win over the number 8 ranked team in the nation in Southern Arkansas.
Yeah, obviously Jeremy Hayworth has really turned that ball team around. They went from and we going into the season, I thought they were going to be a much improved team. I thought they had the talent to be able to compete. Obviously when you start off as poor as they have, and then to be able to turn it around. You start off 0-9, and next thing you know, now they're 10-10. So they've obviously made a dramatic change. And you're right. Now, we are playing the hottest team in our conference right now. They have really found the pitching, the hitting, the combination of everything, and they really have got a lot of wins. So it's going to be an unbelievable challenge for us. You look way back when you thought, well. But now, and our guys, we talked about it. We know we're going to have to play well. We're going to have to be prepared. We're going to have to make sure we're in our game and we're locked in, because I know they will be. And at their place, is always going to be a challenge. So it's a good ballpark, a good venue. But, we're looking forward to going there. And obviously we have a big task ahead of us this weekend.
A big weekend for the UNA baseball team on the road, taking on Mississippi College, right in the thick of it in the Gulf South Conference hunt. Be sure and visit RoarLions.com to get all of your UNA baseball updates.